Hello, dear PGT candidates. Welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I am Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In this video, I am going to explain all about the second part of the 2018 PGT English Language Proficiency Test. I therefore request all of you to pay a very good attention to this video till the end without skipping it in the middle. I also request all of you to consider subscribing to my channel and also sharing this video with all your friends who are also going to take the PGT test along with you very shortly on the 28th of this month. Thank you so much. Now let us get into the video. This is the second part of the video. In this video, I am going to explain the remaining questions of the 2018 PGT English Language Proficiency question paper. So this video is also a very important one. Please watch this video till the end without skipping it in the middle. If you have any problem, please make a mention of it in the comment section. Okay, and now let us look at the question here. 51st question, which of the following sentences is written in comparative degree? So the examiner is asking you to find out that statement which is written in the comparative degree. Come on, let us look at the options given. Sweta is less smart than Asha. So the very first one is in the comparative degree because this less is a comparative adjective. So here this sentence is grammatically correct. Less smart. So less is a comparative degree adjective of little. Little, you know the forms of this word adjective: little, less, and least. So that's why this is a comparative form. So Sweta is less. It's a comparative adjective. Smart, this is a positive degree adjective. Always in the comparative degree, you must mention the positive degree adjective along with this less. This is some model. So in that model, it is always written like this: less clever. You cannot say less cleverer, less strong, less beautiful, less after less, because less itself is a comparative adjective. So therefore, again you should not write the comparative adjective here. Then it becomes double comparative, and therefore the sentence will become wrong. And you should not say less smarter. No, wrong. Because less itself is a comparative adjective. After that less, you must use only the positive degree adjective. Okay, keep this point in your mind. In the video I have made on degrees of comparison, this method was also explained very clearly. You please watch that video and you can understand all these things. So whenever you mention this less, you must mention only the positive degree adjective. So therefore Sweta is less smart than Asha. So this sentence is said to be in the comparative degree. Okay, and Asha is more smarter. So more is a comparative adjective, smarter is a comparative adjective, and here you see two comparatives or two superlatives should not be written side by side in one single sentence. So here more is a comparative adjective, smarter is also a comparative adjective, and therefore this is wrong. And Asha is the smartest girl. So he is asking for the comparative degree. So this is in the superlative degree, therefore this is wrong. And Sweta is less smarter. See, after less, again you should not use any comparative adjective. Then that becomes less is a comparative, smarter is a comparative, and this comes under the rule double comparative. Double comparatives and double superlatives should be avoided. There is a rule. So it becomes double comparative, and therefore this is ungrammatical. So here this is ungrammatical, this is ungrammatical, this is not required here, and here this is only the right one. So your answer is the first one. Sweta is less smart than Asha. So that is there. You go to the next question, 52nd question. A complex sentence should have. What should a complex sentence have? Means here you pay attention. Two independent clauses? No. At least one independent clause and one subordinate clause. This is the right one. Only a subordinate clause? No. Only an independent clause? No. So here always in a complex sentence there must be one independent clause. This independent clause has got two other names: main clause and principal clause. So independent clause, okay, main clause or principal clause, all these are one and the same, and plus one subordinate clause. So whenever this combination is there in that given sentence, then that sentence is called what? A complex sentence. Okay, and therefore yes, in a complex sentence there must be at least one independent clause and one subordinate clause, then only that is called a complex sentence. Therefore, your answer is the second one. All others are wrong ones. Now you move on to other questions. 53rd question. I am working hard for this exam dash. So here one blank is given, and what to be used in that blank and what actually is the question. Let us look at the question and options. Choose the correct question tag. So here the examiner is asking you to make use of the correct question tag in the blank. Then what are the options given here? Can't I, aren't I, amn't I, don't I? These are the options. And what goes well with this blank means I am working hard. Here you see the subject is I. So some am working. It is in the present continuous. Whenever the sentence begins with the first person singular, that is I, you must use aren't I. This is a fixed one. So here one example I would like to give you. I am a retired lecturer. What should be the question tag here? Aren't I? Aren't I? Aren't I? Here one rule is there. Whenever this first person singular I is used with am, then the question tag must be always aren't I. Whenever it is used with was, because in the past tense this I is used with was, then you have to say weren't I. Like that. Please keep these two rules, two things in your mind. Whenever you find I am, then the question tag must be aren't I. Whenever you find I was, the question tag should be always weren't I, something like that. Here I am is there. Therefore, what should you use? You must use only aren't I, not can't I, amn't I, don't I. So this is how you have to answer this question. Now you go to the next question, 54th question. Shall we go to the party tonight? Okay, this is the statement. And here next sentence is there. So Mr. X is saying, shall we go to the party tonight? Then the other person is saying, dash giving the party. Dash giving the party means here, what are the options given? Who's giving the party? No, you don't say who's. Who's giving? No. But who's? No. But who is? Who is? So this is the full form of this who is. In the fast flow, you say who's, but actually who plus is who is giving the party. So this must be your answer. Shall we go to the party tonight? Who is giving the party? So this third one is the right one. All others are the wrong ones. Now you move on to other questions. 55th question. I want to stand a chance. So that is a statement. And what is the actual question given? The underlined word, this is the underlined word, is a contracted form. This is a contracted form, abridged form. Here you pay attention. Will not, the very first one is the right one. Wouldn't, not the right one. Weren't, no. What not, no. So will not, the short form of will not is won't. The contracted form or the short form, whatever you can say, the short form or the contracted form of will not is won't. So therefore, your answer is the first one. And you go to the next one, 56th one. You will have to work on weekend. This have to is underlined here. And what is the examiner asking you to do? In this sentence, have to is used to express. What is this have to expressing or indicating means? Here you pay attention. Compulsion. Yes, it is indicating compulsion. You will have to work on weekend. That means it is a must on your part to work on weekends. So that's why now have to is indicating compulsion, not ability, not possibility, not permission. So this is that. So first one is your answer. Now you move on to other questions. 57th question. I went with my father. Some statement is given. What actually is the question given here? Choose appropriate question from the options to get the above answer. So for which question will you get this answer? Means you must look at the options. So who did you go with? For this question only, this answer you will get. Who did you go with? That means with whom did you go? That is the meaning. Everto vellavu. Then you say, I went with my father. So this answer you will get only whenever somebody questions you like this. Not like this. Whom do you go with? No. Who did you went with? No. Whom you go with? No. Therefore, here number one is the correct answer. You go to the next question, 58th one. We are going to Ladakh in January. Okay. Some statement is given. Then what is the question? This sentence refers to, what does it refer to? Possibility. We are going to Ladakh in January. It is a fixed program. Therefore, it is not indicating ability. It is not ongoing action. No, it is not a routine one, but it's a fixed plan. Because you have a plan to go to Ladakh in January. What can you find in this? You can find only the fixed plan in this. Therefore, your answer is the second one. Now you move on to other questions. 59th question. Which of the following statements is not true? Remember, not true. Which of the following statements is not true? Here you pay attention. All these statements are about these adverbs. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Okay, it is so simple and all that. So here adverbs modify verbs. How? Let me give you. He ran fast. He ran. How? If you question the verb with how, you get this answer. He ran how? Fast. What is this doing? It is describing this ran. So, if it is an adjective, you say qualify. If it is an adverb, you say modify. Modify, qualify, both mean one and the same, that is describe. So here, what is this word fast doing? It is describing this ran. What is this ran? Ran is a verb. So he ran how? Fast. So this word is describing this verb ran, and therefore adverbs modify verbs. So here this word is modifying this verb, and therefore this is an adverb. And similarly adjectives are there. Okay, she is very beautiful. She is very beautiful. So some sentence is there. She is very beautiful. Okay, let me say Sheila, our example girl. Sheila is very beautiful. Who is beautiful here? Sheila is beautiful. That means who is beautiful? Sheila is beautiful. So this beautiful is describing the Sheila. What is the Sheila? Sheila is a noun. Since this beautiful is describing the Sheila, that is a noun, this is an adjective. Okay, agree with me? Right. And here, how beautiful is Sheila? Very beautiful. What is this very doing? It is describing this beautiful. Any word which describes an adjective is called an adverb. Any word that describes an adjective is always called what? An adverb. Therefore, adverbs modify adjectives. And here, adverbs also modify adverbs. So here you pay attention. Sheila answered very quickly. Some example is given. Sheila answered. That is the verb. Okay. Sheila answered how? Quickly. So how was this action done? Very quickly. This action was done quickly. That means this quickly is describing this verb. Okay, and therefore this is an adverb. Okay, this is an adverb. And how quickly did she give the answer? Means very quickly. See, since this quickly is describing this verb, that is an adverb. Okay, and since this very is describing this quickly, that is an adverb, that is called again an adverb. That means, adverbs modify verbs, adverbs modify adjectives, adverbs modify other adverbs also. So therefore, this is absolutely right. You know that very well. And adverbs like often, sometimes, probably go after auxiliary verbs. Okay, it is so simple. Here only I'll give you the example. What is that? Is he, okay, she has, okay, she has often, okay, this is an auxiliary verb. All helping verbs are auxiliary verbs. She has often avoided the classes. Avoided the classes. She has often avoided the class. So here, this is an auxiliary verb. So adverbs like often, sometimes, probable, what happens now? They occur after the auxiliary verb. Yes, this is an auxiliary verb, and therefore this often is occurring here. So this is also correct in that way. Right, and you go to the next one. All adverbs can go between the verb and the object. So this is only not the right one, because adverbs don't go between the verb and the object. Because adverbs always go after the object, not between the verb and object. For example, she sang the song sweetly. See, she sang, this is a verb. She sang what? The song is an object. She sang the song. How? Sweetly. So that means, so this sweetly is an adverb. It is occurring after the object. This sweetly is occurring after the object. So that means these adverbs don't go between the verbs and the objects. Therefore this is only the wrong answer, or this is not the true statement. And here expressions of place usually go before expressions of time. So expressions of place, okay, expressions of place will go before expressions of time. That means he came here, okay, he came here yesterday. So this the yesterday is the expression of time, and this here is the expression of place. So here this this expression of place will always occur before the expression of time. So these expressions of place will come always before the expressions of time. Therefore you see, he came here yesterday. You don't say he came yesterday here, you don't say that. Therefore this is also right. So in this way, first statement, second statement, fourth statement are absolutely right, but only this third statement is not the right one. So here this third one is only your answer. Right, now you move on to the next question. 60th question. Commas are used. Where are the commas used? Enclosed adverbials. No, they are not used to enclose adverbials. Okay. For example, adverbials. Frankly, she's a good singer. So here this frankly is an adverb. Frankly is an adverb. Is it enclosed? Enclosed means like that. So here this frankly, this adverb is not enclosed. It is only separated by a comma, but it is not enclosed. Enclosed means closed. So adverbials are not enclosed at all. So that's it. Link contrasting statements. Contrasting statements means here you pay attention. He is rich, but he is unhappy. Here see, he is rich, but he is unhappy. So here we are connecting these two statements with but. He is rich, he is unhappy. These two are contrasting statements, contradictory statements. He is rich because all the rich people must be happy. But here he is rich, even then he is unhappy. That means these two are contrasting statements. And commas don't link them. If it is not there, will it be all right? If I say he is rich, comma, he is unhappy. Though there is comma, it is not linking these two contrasting statements. Only this conjunction is linking these two statements. So therefore, link contrasting statement, that is also wrong. And here to join two or more associated words. To join or more. So joining. So here enclose, here link, here join. So here is he bought. He bought some apples, mangoes, and guavas. He bought some apples, comma, mangoes, comma, and guavas. So what is this comma doing here? Is it joining all of them? No, it is just separating. He bought some apples separated, mangoes separated, and guavas. So here these commas don't join two or more associated words. This is also therefore wrong. But here see, separate a series of loosely related clauses. So this is correct. So let me give you one example here. Please you pay attention to this. So he came. It's one loosely connected clause. It's a clause. Clause means subject plus verb clause. He came. He saw. Conquered. He came, he saw, he conquered. So here, this is a clause, this is a clause, this is a clause. All these clauses are just separated. He came, he saw, he conquered. Isn't it? So here, these commas are used to separate a series of loosely related clauses. They are loosely related clauses. He came, he saw, he conquered. All are separated by this comma. So here, these the commas are not joining these words. Apples, comma, mangoes. Are they joining or separating? They are separating. Therefore, it's not that. These commas don't link these statements. Only this conjunction is linking that. This conjunction only linking them, but not this comma. Enclose adverb. They don't enclose adverbials at all. So in this way, first one, second one, fourth one are wrong. Only the third one is your answer. So if I keep on explaining the things in detail like this, it might take a lot of time. Therefore, I just reduce the explanation and just quickly go on. Okay, move on. Just giving you the answers and all that. Okay, and now let's move on to other questions. 61st question. Select the sentence with the correct punctuation. Okay, correct punctuation. So here are given 4 options. Here you pay attention. Jugal and Pavani, comma, the couple from next door. So this matter is telling you about these 2 persons. Okay, the couple. Who are they? They are a couple from next door are coming for dinner tonight. So the very first one is the right one, correct. The punctuation marks are used correctly. So here see Jugal, comma, and Pavani the couple next door. No, here commas are wrongly used. You see that Jugal and comma is used here. Therefore, this again wrong. Jugal and Pavani. Okay, the couple from next door. So here is a comma used and here is also a comma used. So here the comma should not have been used. And that's why this is also wrong. So in these 4 statements, second one, third one, fourth one are absolutely wrong, and only in the first statement the punctuation marks are used correctly, and therefore the first sentence is only the right answer. Now you go to the next question. Where do you keep newspapers? Okay, this is the question. And what is the actual question here? Here you pay attention. The passive form of this sentence. The passive form. Passive form means what? Just you look at the sentence. Do is used. Do means okay, it is in the simple present. Do, does are the helping verbs. Use it to change into the questions for this simple present. Okay, and how do you change it into the passive voice? So here, whenever there is a WH question, you must use it as it is. Okay, where, why, how, whatever it is. When you want to change the question into passive voice, you must drop the borrowed helping verbs. What are the borrowed helping verbs? Do and does. They should be dropped. Okay, now you keep newspapers. What is the object here? This is the object. What is the number of this object? Singular number or plural number? It is the plural number. What do you use in the simple present? If the object is singular, is used. If the object is plural, are is used. So this newspapers is a plural object. Therefore, you use this are, then you use this newspaper. Okay, newspapers, right? And where are newspapers? Okay, kept. Where are newspapers kept by you? You is there, then it should be. Where are newspapers? Keep is turned into past participle form of the verb kept. So where are newspapers kept by you? So this should be your answer. Come on, let us check for the option. Okay, where have newspaper kept? No. Where are newspapers kept by you? The second one is the right one. Where does newspapers kept? No. Where are newspapers being kept? Okay, the second one is the right one. That's how you have to change the WH questions into passive voice. So I have made 3 or 4 videos on active voice and passive voice, and how to change the ordinary statements into passive voice, how to change the interrogative sentences into passive voice, how to change the WH questions into the passive voice, how to change the imperative sentences into passive voice. Okay, many different things I have discussed and explained in those 3 or 4 videos that I have made on voice. Please watch those videos. You will have comprehensive knowledge. Okay, and that will be of great help for you even after you becoming the teacher. Okay, and therefore here the second one is the right one. Right, and now you move on to other questions. 63rd question. A lover of books. What is a lover of books called? Acrophile. There's no word like acrophile. Okay, bibliophile. This is the right one. A lover of books is called a bibliophile. Anglophile means that's not the right one. And Anglophile means a person who greatly admires England and the things of England. ఓకే, ఇంగ్లాండ్ను కానీ ఇంగ్లాండ్ వస్తువులను కానీ ఎక్కువగా ఇష్టపడే ప్రేమించే వాడిని ఆంగ్లోఫైల్ అంటాం. ఆంగ్లో ఇండియన్, ఆంగ్లో England. Okay, Anglophile means a great lover of England. Okay, and bookphile is not the word at all. E word ledu dictionary lo. Then only to confuse you, he has made use of those words. Anyway, the second one is the right one. Now you move on to the next question. 64th question. Philology is there. Philology means phil means language. Okay, the study of philosophy, no. The study of literature, no. The study of history, no. The study of languages. And you move on to the other questions. 65th question. Choose the correctly spelled word. Oh, exorbitant. So all these words are only about the word exorbitant. Exorbitant means first you don't look at that. X or B tant. Here you pay attention. XMLA, ex Prime Minister, X you say X or B tant. Exorbitant. The spelling is very simple. If you can cut the word into syllables, you can easily give the spelling of any tough word or any difficult word. Here you see this is the right spelling. Exorbitant. The very first one is the right one. See, ECS is there. Exorbitant. No. X is okay. R is there. Bitant is there. No. R is not there. Exor. So it's like that. So second one, third one, fourth one are wrong. Only the first one is the right one. Okay. You move on to the next question. Choose the correctly spelled word. Again, he is asking you to choose the correctly spelled word. What is the word given this time? Means, incessant. So this is all about the word incessant. Okay. Incessant means non-stop. So here exorbitant means excessive. So here incessant means continuous. Okay, or non-stop. Okay, now you look at the spelling of this word. Okay, it is that incessant, incessant means continuous. Last night it rained in Vanasthalipuram area incessantly. Incessantly means what? Continuously or non-stop. Where is that incessant? Incessant, no. So incessant. The fourth one is only the right one. Now you move on to other questions. 67th question. I have learned to dance dash watching dance shows. Okay, that's a great thing. Choose correct preposition. What to be used here? I have learned to dance. Okay, at watching dance shows. No, with watching dance shows. No, from watching dance shows. No, but by watching డాన్స్ షోస్ వాచ్ చేయుట ద్వారా నేను డాన్స్ నేర్చుకున్నాను. సో దట్ ఈస్ దట్. అండ్ సో యువర్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ ద థర్డ్ వన్. యూ గో టు ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. పేరెంట్స్ షుడ్ డాష్ చిల్డ్రన్ ఫ్రమ్ వాచింగ్ క్రైమ్ షోస్. సో పేరెంట్స్ షుడ్ డాష్. What should be used in this blank? Here you pay attention. Choose the correct word to fill in the blank. Okay, we do that. And prevent. Okay, the very first one is the right one. Parents should prevent, stop children from watching crime shows. Ask no, request no, order no, but only prevent. So the very first one is the right one. Okay, now you move on to other questions. The 69th question. West Germans were found apathetic on aiding the emerging nations. Apathetic means having no interest or lack of interest. Okay, what is the actual question given? Choose the meaning closest to that of the underlined. So what is the meaning that is closest to that underlined word? Means here you pay attention. Compassionate. No, compassionate means very merciful. Okay, kind hearted and all that. Unrealistic, you know very well, it is not that one. Indifferent. Okay, apathetic means indifferent, lack of interest, having no interest or emotion or concern. So that is called apathetic. If you don't have interest in something, then it means you are apathetic towards that, isn't it? Apathetic means showing no interest, showing no emotion, showing no concern. So that is the meaning. In other words, apathetic means indifferent, vimukhata gala. That is the Telugu meaning. And dilatory. No, it is also not the right one. And here the third one is only the right one. And now you move on to the next question. 70th one. India is embarking on a program for the eradication of polio in this country. So eradication is underlined, and let us see what the examiner is going to ask you. Okay, and here you pay attention. Which of the following is closest in meaning? Again, he is asking you for the meaning of that word to the underlined word. What is the meaning of that underlined word means? Here you pay attention. Wiping out. Eradication means wiping out. The very first one is the right one. Poverty should be eradicated means wiped out. తుడిచిపెట్టి వేసేయాలి, మొత్తం తొలగించాలి. దిట్స్ కాల్డ్ ఎరాడికేషన్. టోటల్ కంట్రోల్, నో, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ద రైట్ వన్. అండ్ డియాక్టివేటింగ్, నో. రీప్లేస్, నో, బట్ ఓన్లీ వైపింగ్ అవుట్. ఎరాడికేషన్ మీన్స్ నిర్మూలించుట, ఏమీ లేకుండా పూర్తిగా తొలగించి వేయట. సో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ వైపింగ్ అవుట్. ఓకే, అండ్ దేర్ ఫోర్ ది ఆన్సర్ హియర్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్. నౌ యూ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు అదర్ క్వశ్చన్స్. 71st question. The Trojan Women is a play that dash sends the age. No, this is underlined, and before that some blank is given. What to be used in this blank? The age it was written in, it is universal in spirit. Okay, and the Trojan Women is a play, is a drama that dash sends the age it was written in. That means that goes beyond that. It is universal in spirit. And what actually is the question given? Add an appropriate prefix to that underlined part of the word to complete the sentence meaningfully. So you use some relevant prefix there and complete the meaning of the sentence. So here you pay attention. As ascends, no. Ascend means to climb up. Descend means to climb down. Okay. Transcend, okay, this is the right option. Transcend means to go beyond the limits of the age. యుగం యొక్క పరిధిలు దాటిపోవడం. This Trojan Women is a play that transcends the age it was written. అది వ్రాయబడినటువంటి ఆ ఏజ్ని మించిపోయింది. అంటే అప్పుడెప్పుడో వ్రాయబడి ఉంటే ఈనాటికి అది మనమందరం లైక్ చేస్తున్నాం. వీఆర్ ఆల్ రీడింగ్ దట్ అండ్ వీఆర్ ఆల్ ఎంజాయింగ్ దట్. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ యూనివర్సల్ ఇన్ స్పిరిట్. సో హియర్ ascends is not the right one. Descends is not the right one. Descends is no. Here transcends. Transcends means to go beyond the limits of something, some age, some era or something like that. Okay, here this third one is only the most suitable prefix that can be used before this. Okay, and now you move on to the next question. 72nd question. I am writing an exam. Okay, right. What is the question given? Choose the passive form. Oh, very simple. It's in the present continuous tense. How to change it into the passive voice? To change this into passive voice, first of all you have to find out the object of the sentence. Okay, what is the object? To find out the object you must question the verb with what. Okay, I am writing what? An exam. So this is the object. Okay, an exam is the object. Now next step, this is in the present continuous. What to be used in the passive voice? If at all it is to be changed, it means if the object is singular, is being should be used. If the object is plural, are being should be used. That is only the rule. So an exam. Okay, an exam, singular being, is being, writing is turned into written, because every time whatever may be the verb in the active voice, that must be turned into the past participle form of the verb. Okay, writing, what is the past participle form of the verb? Means writing, wrote, written. So that is the last form. So an exam is being written by me. I is there. When I is there, it is turned into by me. If it is he, by him. She, by her. They, by them. Something like that. You know all these basic rules. Okay, an exam is being written by me. So this should be in the passive voice for this question. Okay, and let us look at the options given. Exams were being, no, it is only an exam, not exams, therefore it's gone. An exam is being written by me. The second one is the right one. An exam was being written by, no, it's not was being, because it is not in the past continuous tense, it is in the present continuous. So, and therefore third one is the wrong one. Exams are being written, no. So it only an exam, not exams. So first one, third one, fourth one are gone. Only the second one is the right one. And now you move on to other questions. 73rd question. Which of the following words is closest in meaning to ancillary? Ancillary means what? Obvious, no. Obvious means evident, clear and all. Pertaining to the ankle, no. Ancillary means auxiliary. Auxiliary means ancillary. Okay, right. Feeble, weak, no. So here only the third one is the right option. Now you go to the next question. We have run out of fuel. We have run out of fuel means we don't have fuel. We don't have petrol or diesel in our car, right? And next some blank is given. What to be used in this blank? Choose a correct response. For this statement, what should be the correct response? Come on, let us look at the options given. What do we do now? Oh, the very first one is the right. We have run out of fuel. What do we do now? ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేద్దాము? What will we do now? No. What we do now? No. What have we done now? No. So what do we do now? That is only the most relevant response for this statement. We have run out of fuel. What do we do now? మరి ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేద్దాము? So this first one is only the right option. Now you move on to other questions. According to the latest forecast, the tunnel dash, some blank is given here, and the question is choose the correct second part. Choose the second part. So let us look at the options given. Will be finished next year. Okay, the very first one is the right one. According to the latest forecast, according to the latest estimation or forecast, what is that? The tunnel will be finished next year. Tunnel, SLBC tunnel next year complete avutundi. Will be finished next year. Will have been finishing, no. Is finishing next year, no. Has finished next year. So will be finished. వచ్చే సంవత్సరము పూర్తి గావించబడుతది. So therefore this first one is your answer. Now you go to the next question. 76th one. Sam dash the parcel the last time I spoke to him. So some statement is given. Sam didn't received. No. When it is didn't, the verb must be in the present form. Did is always followed by the base form verb. So didn't received, wrong. Hadn't received. So hadn't received is the right one. Sam hadn't received the parcel the last time I spoke to him. Hadn't received. Hasn't received, no, because here the remaining part of the sentence is in the past tense, and therefore past perfect should be used here. Hadn't received, no. So here hadn't, after hadn't we must use only the past participle form of the verb, that is received, but it is not there, therefore it's wrong. Okay, therefore second one is your answer. Now let us move on to other questions. 77th question. My mother deals dash me in a friendly manner. After deals, okay, some blank is given. What to be used? So he is asking you to choose the correct preposition. And after deal, you must use only with. That is always there. I am dealing with him. I am dealing with her. So whenever you do business, no, then no, you say deal in. What is he dealing in? He is dealing in second hand articles. Something like that. So here you pay attention. With, the very first one is the right one. At, by, of, wrong. Okay, the first one is the right one. And you go to the next question. The traffic was heavy. My sister reached late to office. Okay, here you pay attention. Combine these two sentences into a meaningful sentence. Okay, meaningfully you have to combine them. My sister reached late, so the traffic was heavy. This meaningless. మా సిస్టర్ లేట్గా ఆఫీస్ చేరింది కావున ట్రాఫిక్ చాలా ఉంది, మీనింగ్లెస్. మై సిస్టర్ రీచ్డ్ లేట్ టు ఆఫీస్ because the traffic was heavy. The second one is the right one. The traffic was heavy, my sister reached late. So here two sentences are just separated by a comma, but no conjunction is used. The traffic was heavy, my sister reached late. No, it is meaningless. Okay, had there been some so or so, therefore then you should say that's the correct one, but no conjunction is used between these two statements. Okay, that's why that's wrong. The traffic was heavy, colon, and then my sister reached late. No, so colon is not used. So here first one, third one, fourth one are wrong, and the second one is absolutely correct. My sister reached late to office because the traffic was heavy. Okay, the second one is the right one. And now you move on to other questions. 79th question. Since Ravi is not well, he cannot go out today. In this statement, this part of the sentence is underlined, and we do not know what the examiner is asking you to do. Let us look at the actual question. The underlined part is, okay, what is this underlined part called? Okay, A noun clause? No. An adjective clause? No. An adverb clause? Yes. A coordinate clause? No. So this is an adverb clause because this since is a subordinating conjunction. So with all the subordinating conjunctions, only adverb clauses will be formed. In some other video, I think I have mentioned about the subordinating conjunctions. So subordinating conjunctions will form what? Adverb clauses. Okay. Since, before, after, till, until, as, when, as soon as, no sooner than. Okay. Because, though, although, even if. Okay. If, unless, in case. There are several subordinating conjunctions. With the subordinating conjunctions, only adverb clauses are formed. So here this since is a subordinating conjunction, and therefore this since forms only an adverb clause, and therefore this third one is only your right option, right answer. Now you go to the next question. 80th question. There are many ways to achieve a goal. Okay, so that is a statement. Which of the following proverbs can replace the above expression? So this is the meaning for the proverb that is mentioned in the options. Okay, and what is that proverb means? Okay, there is more than one way to skin a cat. So the very first one is the right one. There are many ways to achieve a goal means there is more than one way to skin a cat. To skin a cat means to achieve what? The desired goal. అనుకున్నటువంటి goal. What is your desired goal? To get through the DSC examination, to get through the PGT examination, to get through the TGT exam, and you want to become a teacher. That is your desired goal. So here there is more than one way to achieve the desired goal. That is the meaning of this proverb. So the meaning of this proverb is expressed here. There are many ways to achieve a goal. So only for this proverb, this is the meaning. Not for this, not for this, not for this. Okay. And now you move on to other questions. 81st question. Still waters run deep. The underlined word is a or an what? An adjective. The very first one is the right one. It is not an adverb. It is not a noun. It is not a conjunction. So here, still waters. So still waters means calmly flowing waters. At Basara, if you just get down into the bathing gods to take bath, you find the water is still, and you think that water is stagnant and it is not flowing at all. But thinking so, many youngsters have jumped into the river and they were swept away. They were killed. That's why there's a beautiful saying, still waters run deep. మీదికి నిశ్చలంగా ఉంటున్నాయి అనుకుంటున్నటువంటి వాటర్ కింద అడుగున విపరీతమైన వేగంతో ప్రవహిస్తూ ఉంటాయంట. అందుకేనేమో మొన్న కూడా బాసరలో కొందరు పిల్లలు కొట్టుకొని పోయి చనిపోయారు. మేము ఒకసారి పోయినప్పుడు కూడా అంతకుముందు రోజు కొందరు యువకులు చనిపోయారు. దట్ మీన్స్ స్టిల్ వాటర్స్ రన్ డీప్. స్టిల్ అంటే నిశ్చలమైన నీరు, నిశ్చలమైన. సో వెనెవర్ ఇట్ మీన్స్ దిస్ నిశ్చలమైన ఆర్ కామ్ ఫ్లోయింగ్, దెన్ దట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్స్ అన్ అడ్జెక్టివ్. అలా కాకుండా ఒకవేళ ఇక్కడ స్టిల్ పక్కన కామా ఉందనుకోండి, వెన్ ఇఫ్ దేర్ ఈస్ ఎ కామా ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ స్టిల్ అని అక్కడ కాగా అనుకో, స్టిల్ అంటే అప్పుడు నిశ్చలమైన అని అర్థం కాదు. ఇంకా స్టిల్ హీ హాజ్ నాట్ పేడ్ ద ఫీజ్, స్టిల్ హీ హాజ్ నాట్ టేకెన్ హిజ్ లంచ్, స్టిల్ హీ హాజ్ నాట్ కంప్లీటెడ్ హిజ్ హోంవర్క్. స్టిల్ you use this word in your everyday life very frequently. ఇంకా వాడు హోంవర్క్ చేయలేరా? ఇంకా ఇక్కడ కామా ఉంటే దెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ యాడ్వర్బ్. కామా లేకుండా స్టిల్ వాటర్స్ అన్నాడు, అప్పుడు అర్థమైంది వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ వర్డ్ డూయింగ్? ఇట్ ఈస్ డిస్క్రైబింగ్ దిస్ వాటర్స్. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ వాటర్? వాటర్ ఈస్ ఎ నౌన్. ఒక నౌన్ వర్ణిస్తున్నటువంటి ఏ మాటనైనా దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎన్ అడ్జెక్టివ్. స్టిల్ వాటర్స్ అంటే నిశ్చలమైన నీరు. దిస్ వర్డ్ ఈస్ డిస్క్రైబింగ్ దిస్ నౌన్ దట్ ఈస్ వాటర్స్ అండ్ దేర్ ఫోర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ అడ్జెక్టివ్. ఓకే, అండ్ ఇక్కడ కామా ఉంటే మాత్రం ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ యాడ్వర్బ్. ప్లీజ్ రిమెంబర్ దాట్. ఓకే, అప్పుడు ఇంకా అని అర్థం వస్తుంది. రైట్, స్టిల్ వాటర్స్ రన్ డీప్. సో ఇట్స్ అన్ అడ్జెక్టివ్, నాట్ అన్ యాడ్వర్బ్ అండ్ ఆల్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్. యు గో టు ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. 82nd question. Sarah, would you like to come for lunch on Friday? Asked Maya. So Sarah, would you like to come for lunch on Friday? Asked Maya. So here you pay attention, the reported form. What is the reported form of this? So I'll write the reported form here. Maya asked, would you come? It's an ordinary question. Whenever there is an ordinary question in the direct speech means the matter that is put in the inverted commas is called the direct speech. ఇన్వర్టెడ్ కామాస్ లో పెట్టబడిన దానిని మాత్రమే డైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్ అంటారు. దాన్ని బట్టి మొత్తం సెంటెన్స్ లో డైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్ అంటారు. దట్ ఇస్ అ డిఫరెంట్ మ్యాటర్. బట్ హియర్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద డైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్. అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ దేర్ ఇన్ దిస్ డైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్? ఆర్డినరీ క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్ దేర్. వుడ్ యూ లైక్? So whenever that is there, said or said to must be turned into asked. Already there is asked, so asked must be used. Maya asked Sarah. So it is an ordinary question. Therefore, if or whether. Okay, if or whether. She, you means who? This Sarah. So whether Maya asked Sarah if she would always there, would like to. If there is already would, you use would as it is. Then like should be used as it is. To come or to go. Come is turned into go. And here for lunch on Friday. So that is there. So that must be your answer. Maya asked Sarah if she would like to go for lunch on Friday. Because this come should be turned into go. Now let us look at the options given. Maya asked Sarah if she will come for lunch. No, will is used. Therefore, this is wrong. Okay. Maya told, always when there is an ordinary question in the direct speech, when you change that ordinary questions into indirect speech, the reporting verb said or said to must be changed into asked. But here told is there. On seeing this told, you must say this is absolutely wrong. Therefore, it is struck off, right? And here, go to the third one. Maya asked Sarah, okay, if she would like to come for lunch on Friday. Some question mark is used. Everything is okay, but question mark is used. Therefore, this is wrong. And here, Maya asked Sarah if she would like to come for lunch on Friday. This is okay, but here one mistake. This is the as it is question paper. Okay, and that's why I am not changing anything. Actually, this come should be changed into go. Whenever there is a come in the direct speech, that should be changed into go in the indirect speech. There is a rule like that. But here, this come is not changed into go. So whatever it is, here the question mark is used, here it is not used, though everything is okay. Of course, come in the place of come, go should be there, but come is only used as it is. Okay, it's all right. And here Maya asked Sarah if she would like to come for lunch on Friday. So this fourth one is only the right option and all others are wrong options. Okay, and now you move on to other questions. 83rd question. Parents may worry if their teenage children dash. If their teenage children dash. What to be used in this blank? Here, select the appropriate option to complete the sentence in a formal manner. Okay, formal manner. Vanish for hours on end with their friends. No. మిత్రులతో గంటల కొద్దీ ఎక్కడికో వెళ్ళిపోతే పేరెంట్స్ don't worry, but neglect to inform them of their intention to spend time with friends. So if the children neglect to inform the parents about their intention to spend time with friends, whenever they do this, then the parents will very much worry. Okay, and therefore I think the second one is your answer. Are out all the time with their mates? No. Roam around with their buddies? No. So here, whenever they don't inform the parents about their intention to spend their time with their friends and all that, తమ మిత్రులతో తమ సమయం ఎలా గడుపుతున్నాము అన్నది తెలియజేయనప్పుడు అప్పుడు తల్లిదండ్రులు వరి అవుతుంటారు, ఎటు పోయిండో ఏం చేస్తుండో అలా చెప్పి. సో అట్లా in a formal manner, this is this will worry the parents. Okay, right. And therefore the second one is the right one. And now you move on to the next question. 84th question. The judge accepted the testimony. Testimony means witness in toto. In toto means again it is a Latin phrase. And here see the underlined phrase means, what does it mean? In toto means entirely, completely. I agree with you. In toto. In toto means completely, right? Partially no, inadequately no, frequently no, right? Only the first one is your answer, right? And now you move on to other questions. 85th question. The case was adjourned sine die. Sine die means what? Sine die means indefinitely. The underlined phrase means indefinitely, without any fixed time or date. Okay, till next day, no. For the day, no. For a week, no. So indefinitely, sine die means indefinitely, without any specific date or time. Okay, right, indefinitely. You go to the next question, 86th one. Find the odd one out. What is that odd one? Here you pay milk, water, oil, ice. And here milk, water, oil, all these are liquids, you know very well. Okay, and this ice is not the liquid, and it is a solid, and that's why this is an odd one out. Therefore your answer is the fourth one, and you move on to other questions. 87th question. Choose the sentence which is properly punctuated. Properly punctuated. What is that sentence which is properly punctuated? The semester is over soon, said the students. No punctuation marks used at all. Therefore, this is absolutely wrong. Here you pay attention. The semester is over within the inverted commas. Single commas or double commas, whatever it is. Comma, no. This is inverted commas. And here this comma is used within the inverted commas, and therefore this is the right one. State the strength. Here you see third one, inverted commas. This comma is after the inverted commas. That's why this is wrong. And here after the inverted commas, and here also in the middle also he has used a comma, and here also it is used in the middle. The semester is comma. So two things are there. In these two statements, commas are unnecessarily used here. And moreover, after the inverted commas are used here. And therefore, these two sentences plus the first one, those three sentences are wrong, and only the second one is the right one. And now you go to the next question, 88th question. Which of the following options has words in alphabetical order? Alphabetical order. Okay, here you pay attention. Apt, appear, area, acute. So these are the four words. What will appear first in the dictionary? Or take only three letters. ACU, AC. So first AC. After AC, what happens? A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. P is there. Okay. And here, therefore, acute is the first word. And then comes in between C and P, no other letters are there. So after AC, here AP is there. AP, P. APP, this appear. So after AP, T should be used. Apt. Area. Area. So acute, appear, apt, areas. That should be the order. Where is that acute, appear, apt, area? The second one is the right one. Not the first one, not the third one, not the fourth one. So here is acute, appear, area is there. So this area comes after this apt, but not before that apt, isn't it? So in the dictionary, these words come in this way. First acute will come, then appear will come, then apt, then areas. Okay, so in this way, that is the alphabetical order. So therefore the second one is only your right option. Now you move on to other questions. 89th question. Which of the following lists includes common relative pronouns? Common relative pronouns. Okay, relative about the relative pronouns I have already told you in some other video. What are the relative pronouns? Who, whom, whose, what, that, which. So these are the relative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, what, that, which. So these are only the relative pronouns. They refer to the antecedent that is immediately behind them. ఇవి తమ వెనుక ఉన్న యాంటీసిడెంట్ ను రెఫర్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాయి. రైట్. అండ్ హియర్ లెట్ us look at the options given. And, but, or, nor, for. No, these are all coordinating conjunctions. When, if, while, subordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions. Furthermore, in addition, on the other hand. So these are what? Prepositions. Okay, phrasal prepositions. Which, that, who, whom, whose. So here this fourth one is only the right option because they are only the common relative pronouns. Right. And you go to the 90th question. Those families sent dash children to a new school. Those families sent dash children to a new school. Okay. And choose the best option to fill in the blank. Okay. Here you see. Those families sent their children. His children you don't say because there are many families. ఆ కుటుంబాలు తమ యొక్క అని చెప్పాలి. హిజ్ అంటే అతని యొక్క, నో. దే ఆర్, నో. హర్, నో. ఆమె యొక్క, నో. దేర్, వారి యొక్క. ఆ కుటుంబాలు వారి యొక్క పిల్లల్ని కొత్త స్కూల్ పంపించాయి. సో దేర్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ ద word used in that blank. So first one is only your option. Now you move on to other questions. 91st question. James didn't want to go to his friend's wedding, but his wife dashed him go. James actually does not like to go to his friend's wedding, but his wife dashed him go. So what to be used in this blank? Choose the word that fits the blank contextually. Contextually, correct word you have to use there. But is that let his wife let him go? No. Got him go? No. Had him go? But made him go. His wife made him go. So therefore the second one is the right one. Okay. 92nd one. I was washing my clothes in the morning. I was. This is underlined. So what is the question about this underlined word? Let us look at the question. The underlined word is a or an. What is this was? Here it is a transitive verb, no. Intransitive verb, no. Main verb, no. Auxiliary verb. It is only an auxiliary verb. It is a helping verb. And washing, what is this washing? Washing is a transitive verb. But here he is not asking for this main verb, but he is asking only for the helping verb. This helping verb is also called the auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb means helping verb. Helping verb means auxiliary verb. Don't get confused, please. So this was is what? An auxiliary verb. So the fourth one is the right option. Now you move on to other questions. 93rd question. Her conduct deserves reprimand. Reprimand means what? Rebuke, reproach, take to task, గద్దించుట, గదమాయించుట, బుద్ధి చెప్పుట. సో రిప్రిమాండ్. Choose the word nearest in meaning to the underlined word. What is the word in the options that is very near to this reprimand means? Here you pay attention. Accolade. It's not the right one because accolade means award. Punishment, you know very well. Award also you may know very well. Rebuke or reproach. Rebuke or reproach. Gaddimpu, గదమాయించు, మందలించు. So reprimand means rebuke or reproach, mandalimpu, right? And here this is only your correct answer. You go to the next question. 94th one. Sharada will impart no information dash anyone. What to be used in that blank means from, no. For, no. With, no. To. So you have to use to, because always the verb impart is followed by the preposition to. I am imparting education to all of you. Okay, I am imparting English grammar to all of you. After impart, the preposition to is only used, and therefore Sharda will impart no information to. So to should be used. So third one is the right one. And now you move on to other questions. 95th question. PV Sindhu has dash India on many international occasions. Sindhu has dash. What to be used in this blank? Represented. The very first one is the right one. PV Sindhu has represented India. She represented India. That means she participated in the international occasions on behalf of India. Therefore, represented is the right one, and appeared, symbolized, signified, they are not the right one. Here, this is only the right one. All others are wrong. And now let us move on to other questions. Direction. 96 to 100. Read the passage and answer the following questions. Okay, you have to read the given passage and you have to answer the following questions. So some small passage is given. Okay, I will read and explain this paragraph for you, and afterwards some 5 questions are given. You have to answer all of them. Right. Steamships, ship you know very well. But nowadays, diesel or petrol ships are being made use of. Okay, but in those days, a few years ago, there used to be steamships, steam engine ships, used to ply on the seas and oceans. That was there. So steamships were first introduced in the United States in 1807, and John Molson built the first steamship in Canada. So this John Molson built the first steamship in Canada in 1809. Remember this year. Okay, John Molson built the first steamship in Canada in 1809, and here about this Canada, some additional information is given. In those days, Canada was called British North America. And here you go to the next sentence. By the 1830s, dozens of steam vessels were in use in Canada. So by 1813, it was this steamship was invented in 1809. So afterwards, in just in 21 years, that means by 1830s, what happened now? Dozens of steam vessels were in use in Canada. They offered the traveler reliable transportation. So these steamships have offered the travelers reliable transportation. Nowadays, traveling in the flights has become a scary thing for the passengers. We are going to the USA in the month of October. మాకు బుగులేస్తుంది ఎట్లా పోతామో ఏమో అని, because some bad things are happening in the flight journeys. Of course, not always such things happen, but we feel a bit scary and all that. We feel very much afraid of traveling in the flights and all that. So here, these steamships offered travelers reliable, dependable transportation in comfortable facilities, a welcome alternative to stagecoach traveler. So here what happened now? Earlier, there used to be stagecoaches. There used to be only stagecoaches. Some small boats used to be there. So they did not offer comfortable journey for the travelers, but in the steamships, what happened now? The travelers were offered comfortable journey, okay, comfortable facilities and all that, okay, and which at the best of times could only be described as wretched. And these stage coaches, small boats, just like small horse buggies in those days, So these stage coaches were at the times could only be described as the wretched, means the worst boats in those days on the sea journey or ocean journey and all that. So only replacing these stage coaches, these steamships came into existence. They offered wonderful services to the travelers and comfortable services. So this is all about the passage. And now let us look at the meaning of the second passage. This commitment to dependable river transport became entrenched with the investment of millions of dollars for the improvement of waterways, which included the construction of canals, lock systems and all that. So here what is that, because of the development of the steamships and all that, people have invested millions of dollars for the improvement of waterways, which included the construction of canals and lock systems. Okay, and here the Lacane and Welland Canal, the Lacane and Welland Canal, two of the most important systems were opened in 1825 and 29. So the Lacane and Welland Canal, two of the most important systems were opened in 1825 and 1829 respectively. So these two canals were opened for the people in 1825 one and in 1829 another one. By the time that Upper and Lower Canada were united into the province of Canada in 1841. So this is all information. The Upper Canada and Lower Canada were united into the province of Canada in those days in 1841. Okay, here public debt for canals was also more than $100 per capita. That was an enormous sum for the time. So because the government was investing more money in the development of waterways and what is that, canals and all that, then that has become a burden for the people of those days. But it may not seem such a great amount if we consider that improvement. So as compared with the progress made in the water canals and in the other facilities, this burden is not a big one, not an enormous one. And here allowed steamboats and to remain practical for most commercial transport. And afterwards, steamboats came. Okay, steamships and steamboats. Steamships means big ships. Steamboats means small steamboats also came into existence to remain practical for most commercial transport. For the commercial transport, the steamboats also came into existence. Just like many trucks are there now. In those days, only lorries were available. Leland lorries used to be there. Now what is that, even small trucks are available for shifting the family from one place to another place, for shifting small loads from one place to another place. So the days have changed. Similarly, earlier there used to be big steamships So afterwards, as the government invested more money in the development of waterways and other canals and all that thing, then what happened? These steamboats were also invented, and they were also used for commercial purpose in Canada until the mid 19th century. Until the mid 19th century, these steamboats were used extensively along with the steamships. ఈ స్టీమ్ షిప్స్తో పాటు స్టీమ్ బోట్స్ను కూడా మరి ఆనాటి ప్రజలు మిడ్ 19th సెంచరీ వరకు వాడినట్టుగా ఈ ప్యాసేజ్ చెప్తూ ఉంది. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ దట్ ప్యాసేజ్. అండ్ నౌ లెట్స్ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు ఆన్సర్ ద గివెన్ క్వశ్చన్స్. నౌ యూ లుక్ ఎట్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్. 96th question. What is the passage mainly about? What is this passage mainly about means? Okay, here you pay attention. The construction of canals in Canada. No. The comparison of travel by steamships and stagecoaches. Okay, no. The introduction of steamships in the United States. No, but the introduction of steamships in Canada. So that was done by John Molson. Okay, and he invented the steamship that helped the people travel on the sea very happily and comfortably. So that's why the introduction of steamships in Canada is all about this passage. Okay, and you go to the next question. According to the passage, steamships became more popular means of transportation in Canada because, so the steamships became the popular means of transportation because what? There were improvements in the waterways. The very first one is the right one, because the waterways were very much improved. Canals were improved, waterways were improved. So when the waterways and canals are improved, automatically the sea journey will be smooth and comfortable and all that. Okay, and that's why Panama Canal, Suez Canal, you know very well. And here it was preferred in the United States. No, Canada had very less population. No, it was not expensive. So this steamships became more popular means of transportation in Canada because there were improvements in the waterways. That is all the right one. Now you move on to other questions. 98th question. Based on the passage, it can be inferred that, inferred means guessed that. What can you guess from the passage? Okay, what is that? Steamboats were not welcomed initially in Canada. No. Stagecoach travel was extremely efficient after 1830. No. Stagecoach travel was the preferred mode of transport before 1809. In 1809, what happened? The steamboats were invented, and before this 1809, there were only stagecoaches, and they were not dependable. They were not, you can say, they did not offer the people happy journey, comfortable journey and all that. So that's why so the stagecoach travel was the preferred mode. That was only the preferred mode of transport. Then before 1809, 1809 కంటే ముందు స్టేజ్ కోచెసే ఉండేవి. ఆ 1809లో ఈ స్టీమ్ బోట్స్ కనుగొనబడ్డవి. అటు తర్వాత ఇవి ఫేమస్ అయిపోయి ఇవి వెనకబడిపోయినాయి. ఎందుకంటే వెన్ దెర్ వర్ నో అదర్ మీన్స్ ద పీపుల్ విల్ ప్రిఫర్ ఓన్లీ దీస్ థింగ్స్. ఏవి లేకపోతే వీటిని ప్రజలు ఆదరిస్తారుగా. సో దట్స్ వై దిస్ stagecoach travel was only the preferred mode of transport before 1809. So that you can infer from this passage there. And you go to the last but one question. The Lacan Canal was opened in the year. Lacan Canal and Waldo Canal, some is there. Two canals were opened. What is it? In 1825, I think. In 1825. Lacan Canal was opened in the year 1825, not in 1841, not in 1830, not in 1825. In 1829, some Waldo Canal, some other canal is there in the passage, I can't really remember. So here, fourth one is the answer. And now you move on to answer the last question of this question paper. 100th question. The word reliable in the passage is closest in meaning. Okay, reliable means everybody knows about this word. Reliable means dependable, trustworthy and all that. Given fast, no. Protected, no. Wretched, no. But dependable, ఆధారపడదగిన. Our exams postpone అయినట్రా. Hey, is it the reliable information? Reliable, నమ్మదగిన, dependable information. You immediately ask him that. Okay, right. And here reliable means dependable. So third one is the right one. And with this, all the questions given in the 2018 PGT English Language Proficiency Test will come to an end. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hello, dear PGT candidates. Thank you so much for watching this video. Still, if you have any problems in understanding any of the questions, please bring it to my notice. I am here to clarify that again. So make a mention of it in the comment section. Okay. And with PGT model question paper 2, I shall be back to you. Until then, bye. See you, all of you.